Welcome to the Life Makeovers podcast. My name is Cindy D. Whitmer, and I am the Midlife Makeover Coach, helping you turn your midlife into your best life, one step at a time. Through powerful conversations, my own midlife roller coaster story, and over 3 decades of helping people transform their lives through counseling and coaching, I am on a mission to help you create your own definition of success and happiness. Thank you for being here. Hey, everybody, it's Cindy here. And last time I talked to you about, making sure that your voice was the most powerful voice in your own life. And, that's part of taking leadership of your life, right? Really being the leader in your own life. And in my book, The Midlife Makeover Method, The Secret to Loving Yourself Fully and Living on Your Terms, I talk about the importance of being a leader in your own life. And one of the things that I share is some qualities of great leaders that writer Sarmad Hassan wrote about. Now, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing the name of that person, but anyway, they share, great leadership qualities. And I want to share those with you today and have you think about with each of these characteristics or qualities, like where you're at on a scale from 0, like you're not living this out at all, to a 10, like you're rocking this one. Okay, so let's talk about the first one, and that is integrity. Integrity. So leaders live and work in integrity. So they're honest, they are aligned with what's important to them, they walk their talk, and so on. My coaching clients often say to me, well, you really do walk your talk. Like the things you're teaching us, you are living yourself, or you practice yourself. And that is true. I do feel in integrity that way. So I would give in other ways too as well. So in other words, what's important to me, I live out. What I say I'm going to do, I follow through. I have integrity. And so as good leaders do. So if you want to feel even stronger in your life, then you definitely want to be coming from a place of authenticity. And so be yourself and hold your integrity very, very sacred. Another quality is confidence. Confidence. Those of you that have been hanging around me for several years know I used to be called the confidence coach. And because I realized that one of the things that women need the most, I think, is confidence. And so I focused on that and focused on that and focused on that. And then eventually have incorporated that into, the midlife makeover method, which is a makeover for you from the inside out that I help you create through 6 steps. But of course, being confident is one of the most important things. So confidence is, how you feel about yourself, how much you trust in your own abilities to handle any situation, things like that. So leaders are confident people. They don't hesitate. They don't hem and haw around. They enter a room strongly. And they make decisions with certainty. Not 100% of the time, but there's just a confidence about them that they trust themselves to do right by themselves or whatever else they're involved in. And that's how I want you to feel about yourself in your own life, that you know what you're doing, and you trust yourself to handle situations that will come along in life, because they do, that you haven't handled before, you don't know what to do about, that you will, through the strengths that you have and the characteristics that you have and your ability to learn, that you can get through any and all situations. Another one is focus, being able to focus. So how much are you focusing in life? Are you able to really hone in on the things that you feel are most important for you, that you feel need and require your highest level of attention? And can you stay in the game? Can you stay with it as you're carrying out everything that you want to around something? So great leaders typically aren't kind of chaotic in their approach to anything. They're more likely to have a strong vision, be laser focused, and know where they're headed and what they need to do to get there. Another quality of a great leader is determination. Determination. I talk about persistence a lot, and I feel like these are related words, persistence and determination. Like, a great leader is determined. They're really insistent that they are able to follow through on the things that are important to them, or the goals they've set, or their vision of what success is, or make a commitment to something and carry it through. And then when blocks show up or curveballs are thrown, they stay on the path. They don't waver from the path just because there's obstacles that get in the way. So how much of a leader are you in that way? How determined are you? One of the things I ask women before I will agree to be their coach is I will say, how committed, ready, and resourceful are you to make the changes that you want to change? And it's amazing how many times I've had women tell me, the obstacles they've encountered in their lives and the unfortunate things that have happened and so forth, that have kept them from their happiness or kept their success at bay or whatever. And how many times they answer me and say that they're actually not that committed to making the changes. And it's like, well, if you're not, I'm not going to work harder than you. I mean, if you show up 100%, I'll show up 100% for you in my way, but I expect you to do the same. So if you're unhappy in your life, if you're struggling with something, I want you to crank up your number with your determination, because if you don't feel committed enough or, ready to make the changes, nothing's going to happen that feels really good. If something's not likely to fall out of the sky and turn the situation around without your input or action. And so you want to increase your determination. And the next word is commitment, which I started to talk about also. So great leaders have a strong sense of commitment to others, commitment to what they stand for, commitment to what they value, commitment to the goal. What is your commitment to yourself? What is your commitment to yourself? I'm sure you have plenty of commitments with other people and on behalf of other people. But what is your level of commitment to yourself, and how can you step into greater leadership with that sense of commitment that you have? I hope your thoughts are really rolling here and you're getting something out of this. Because I think part of what tends to happen in life is we get busy serving others. We feel like we know what they want from us or need from us, and we aren't going to let them down. So we're going to follow through no matter what. But then when we look over here to the side at our own desires and wants and needs and goals or dreams or desires or whatever, then we might, put ourselves a little lower on the list because we can stand to disappoint ourselves more than we can stand to disappoint somebody else. And so I'd really look at that, because a great leader in their own life doesn't go, oh, yeah, everybody else has to come first. And if there's still time or energy or resources left for me and my dreams, then okay, I'll scrape up what's left and use it to get there, at least as far as I can get toward there. And that isn't how a great leader acts, right? So, I mean, a great leader also isn't just selfish. and just do everything for themselves and not care about others, of course, but they do have a strong commitment to themselves, the mission, the vision, the results, and so forth. And so therefore they're more likely to get those results and get to that end that they were hoping to get to. So if I'd love to see you increase your commitment really on all these qualities I'm talking about today. I'd like to see you at an 8, 9, or a 10 on your own scale. 8, 9, or 10 is pretty sweet. And if you think you're an 11 or a 12, congratulations. But if you're 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or even 7, I want you to just keep, bumping that up, bumping that quality up, using it more in your life. So, okay, another one, great leaders are strong decision makers. They have good decision-making skills. So they're able to discern situations, options, discern through conflicts, whatever, and make decisions that are going to be best for all concerned. And so I'd love to see you be confident enough to make decisions constantly that are best for you, because what's best for you is going to be best for everybody around you, whether they think so or not, whether you can see how or not. It's a spiritual law. And so you want to keep that in mind in your decision making. And part of decision making is weighing the possibilities either way or whatever, weighing all options, thinking about maybe the benefits or things that may be a disadvantage with each aspect of a decision. But it's also about trusting yourself and your intuition and letting your gut tell you which way to go to the right or go to the left, go up, go down, whatever, go this way or that way, based on your instincts, what your instincts are telling you, or what some people call the still small voice, or the Holy Spirit, or divine love, or the sixth sense, or did I say intuition, or the soul, or whatever, just that other something that you can really rely on. If you tap into it, make sure you're utilizing that to keep making strong decisions. Leaders have good communication skills. And they're not afraid to communicate. They tell it like it is, with truth and grace. They are with love and grace. They're going to tell the truth. They're going to handle as much of the communication directly themselves as possible. They're going to communicate, great leaders communicate their faults. They communicate when they've made a mistake, or when they've fallen short from what they intended, or whatever. They're also good listeners, which is another really strong communication skill. So they're going to take in other people's input with consideration and respect, even though at the end of the day, once again, they're going to be the ones that have to really put their foot down and make the decisions. But they're good at communicating. And we all could use a communication skills class like all our lives. That would be great. I mean, it's great to know math and reading and science and all those other things we learned every year more and more and more of as we were growing up. But I would love to think that kids are being raised with communication skills classes like all their lives. And because it's not easy, and it's not, but most of us are learning by example or winging it. And those are not two of the best ways to learn something necessarily. So you want to really learn to communicate at such a level that you really feel like you can hear people. You're a deep listener, active listener, but that you can also be heard. So you want to get clearer and clearer in how you communicate, and just be very conscious about how you are sharing what you want to share. And be clear, concise, and honest, and direct, and thorough in your communication. And then passion. Leaders live a passionate life. And I talk about passion and purpose a lot in terms of a midlife makeover. Because one of the things I hear from women all the time is that they don't know what their purpose is. Their life really doesn't have a lot of meaning now. They feel like they're just in kind of a rut or whatever. And so you want to find some fire under yourself and really experience some passion for something. So think about what you love, what really gets you going, what gets you excited in life, and I don't care if it's bunny rabbits or the stock market or, you know, I don't know, the latest health trend, or it doesn't make any difference what it is, but think about what you really get excited about, and that will be one of your passions, right? And if you're going to be a great leader, you want to be involved in things that you're passionate about. A great leader in their own lives lines their life up, how they spend their time, how they spend their energy, where they put their focus on things they're truly passionate about, whether it's relationships or it's a certain business that provides a certain kind of service they really believe in, or whether it's a population they really care about. I mean, whatever it is, it might be a hobby or a skill or a sport, or it could be anything, but whatever you're passionate about, really, really get in touch with what those passions are, and then step into it strongly and do as much as you can around it, and really take the lead on that in your own life. And then one more that I will share is that Hassan shared is empowerment. So great leaders are truly empowering people. They empower others by example and perhaps by inspiring other people with encouragement or, strong words or something. And they just live from a place of empowerment themselves. They feel very empowered themselves. And that's a lot of these qualities coming together, that confidence, that passion, the determination, all those things. And then that's kind of catching, right? It's there's something very intriguing about it that can inspire others around them. And so a great leader is going to ignite the fire in others as well, again, by how they live or how they speak, what they do by example. And so you want to be a leader in your own life. You want to feel empowered and be empowering to others, because the blessing of empowering others is that we're lifting people up, right? We're lifting people up. And that's one of my goals in my coaching programs, is to lift other people up so they step into their best. Because when we're all doing the best, like, awesome changes can happen. So anyway, so these are several qualities of really good leaders. I mean, there's probably 100 more we could talk about, right? But I think I'll hold it to those and just get you thinking. Again, scale those, will you? Right, 0 to 10, just to kind of take your pulse on each one, see where you feel like you're at, get a sense of that, and then you can just consider how much you want to nurture different qualities, leadership qualities within yourself. Because as you feel like more of a leader in your own life, you're going to spend less time blaming other people or complaining about things, and instead shift your energy into just really going for whatever you think is important in your life, and solving problems you think you have, reevaluating relationships that you're in, shifting your approach to maybe work or health or finances or whatever in your life. And you will feel empowered because you're taking charge of your life. So instead of laying down and feeling like a victim, you're going to step into your own power, feel like a leader in your own life. And then who knows what all could happen. Thank you so much for listening. How would you like to receive my #1 best-selling book, The Midlife Makeover Method? All you have to do is leave a review for this podcast, take a snapshot of it, and send it to cindy@cindydwhitmer.com. We'll drop the email address in the details, and I will talk to you again soon. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.